Good morning, brave awakened ones. This is Veronica, Lady V of High Realm Holistics, and I'm looking a bit of shambles, okay? But I really wanted to get this out. This is NRV, I don't know, 50 something, 52, I think it is, NRV 52. For those who are new, I do remote viewings, I get knowings. Um, It's nothing I do on purpose. It just happens. Last night into this morning was extremely rough, to say the least. Um, it is November 3rd, Sunday. I'm on the East Coast of America in Miami Beach area. And I had made an NRV a little ways back. It was about a month ago, a month and a half ago. I don't remember which number it was, 40 something. I was trying to look it up, but I couldn't find it. I know it's there. Some of you know. It's in reference to an FF that I mentioned is going to happen in the Northeast region of America. And then I was guided to this video, which I'm going to share with you guys. I was guided to this video. And if you notice the time on this video, 1441, I kind of sealed it for me. I was guided to this video. And remember, I said it was going to be someplace like Washington, Seattle, Washington. I just threw it out there, not even knowing what the heck I was saying. I just felt, because I was trying to, and I said it was also going to be like on a bridge, and I saw people in khakis, and it looked like a bomb went off. If any of you could find that video, please help me find it, which NRV that I said that in. I know I said it more than once. Then I was guided to this person, and I'm going to play this. Okay.
Some recent developments to go over and some other findings to point out that I found extremely significant and eye-opening that I uncovered, and just kind of go through them as quickly as possible. Going to try to sneak some more in here in the last minute here. You know, I got to tell you guys, it's unbelievable just how much there is to point out. Literally hundreds of other things to point out, and you can do hours of videos, additional videos, but we're simply short on time. So going to go through this as quickly as possible. Firstly, huge story on Seattle's main bridge, or one of their main bridges, the Aurora Bridge, one of their main highways. Emergency repairs forced 10 days of lane closures on this bridge. This is simply unbelievable, guys. Okay, this is very significant in light of the context here. So drivers in Seattle were caught in delays on State Route 99 Aurora Bridge as the first day of emergency construction on the bridge began. So emergency construction, all of a sudden, oh, we gotta fix it now. 9 p.m. Halloween night, and it's gonna last for 10 days. Of course. So let's watch a little of the video here.
Angelia, you said this morning the struggle is real out here on the Aurora Bridge. Traffic is moving slowly but surely. It's been jam-packed like this for the past 2 hours, and we've been seeing people yelling at each other from their steering wheels, they're honking their horns, all competing to merge onto these 2 lanes heading south. Now we want to show you some of our drone video just so you can see how full these streets are this morning and how full it's gonna be. WashDOT closed 2 lanes last night to begin emergency construction on that deteriorated steel beam. This is happening over the course of 10 days. During construction, crews will be stripping away all the old paint, rust, and deteriorated pieces. Depending on how bad the corrosion is, engineers say they may even have to cut out the beam and replace it with new steel. The closures are to give the workers some space to finish as quickly and as safely as possible. There are road barriers and cones out here and signs to help drivers navigate through this work zone. Now, like we said, we've seen a lot of people honking their horns. They're yelling from their steering wheels. So pack your patience, because it is going to be a little bit of a zoo out here for those next several days as they continue.
Destruction, this emergency quote-unquote destruction, destruction, of course, construction at 9 p.m. State Route 99. using lane changes slow commute on Seattle's Aurora Bridge. Are open, but it is very confusing, said Sullivan. So they went from 6 lanes to 4 lanes. His advice is twofold: either merge.
Okay, I wanted to share that part. Also, there were some very interesting military exercises taking place in Seattle also. Let me see. It's more of the bridge that this channel talks about, which is TM Films. And also they're running on that number 1103. Watch the entire video. I don't want to go through his entire video, but watch his entire video. I'll post it in the comments. And it's just, bombing of Seattle. It just, and of course, where does it land? 11. Yeah, look where it lands. Look at this. Look at the time right here. I'm pointing it out. 11:13, episode 113, the bombing of Seattle. Look at that with the 11, with the 3 again. Okay, 11:3. Look where it freaking lands. All right. Not trying to be an alarmist. Haven't been wrong yet when it comes to my NRVs. And last night into this morning gave me a clue that they're up to something, because not that I'm under attack, quote unquote. It's just that these dark beings, they were begging me for energy last night. I mean, it was crazy. It was hours and hours and hours of me dealing with them. And what they said to me was, if you give us your energy, and they showed me a whole bunch of people that they had. They said, for your energy alone, you could save all of these lives. That's what they said to me. If you just give us your energy, you can save all of these lives. And I said, absolutely not. I will not. And then I saw all of the people being slaughtered. Don't fall for it, light warriors. If you are approached that way by these dark entities. And also, I just posted in my community page. See, there's more of it. Of course, the Simpsons always give way, always talk about it. I posted, let me go to my channel. I posted on my community page, make sure you're able to see this. Okay, we'll close this. And I posted on my community page, one of my favorite truthers, Thomas over here of True Reporting. He's going through his he's going through Dark Night of the Soul. He was very into his Bible and everything like that, very Christian. And now he's going through a serious, straight up, hardcore Dark Night of the Soul. Okay, God bless him. I sent him a nice little message, to welcome him to the true ascension, because a lot of the truthers, they're the ones who understand what Q is or a step ahead of the other truthers. And he's pretty ahead, especially the ones who aren't atheists, because there's some that are out there who are atheists, who don't understand how we're all of source. But now he's going way beyond his Bible. He's going way beyond his church, and his mind is blown. So he's like totally freaking out right now. Poor guy, pobrecito. I look at him and he's crying in the video, but I'm like, bro, you'll make it. This is the real awakening. They thought they were in the awakening. No, this is the real awakening. Once you find out what this earth really is, what Earth has been under, what 3D really is. And also another one I really, really like, because he's funny, he has my type of sense of humor, is In Pursuit of Truth, Sir Patrick. He's going through his thing also. And they're finding out what's really going on. That the humans that are the face of the deep state, they're barely human and they're working for well, when I say human, I'm talking about human souls, but most people don't understand it, is that they're not of man. Okay? They're not of earth. Let's put it that way. They're finding this out. They're finding it out hard. And like I said, this last quarter is hardcore. And I don't know which NRV it is in, but I know I've mentioned in many NRVs that the truthers, they're going to be the first normies, not meant in a bad way, muggles, non-star seeds, to first awaken to the real truth. What's really going on, what's been going down on earth. Because when they get their real awakening and they start their ascension, come 2020, they'll be the ones to trigger the other, the collective, the human earth soul collective. They'll be there because now they're getting their real awakening and they're going to start their ascension process. Okay. Now the other group that's going to get a swift kick in the pants are the new agers, who are light worker new agers, who are all about the unicorns and rainbows. And if you ignore it, it'll go away. If you acknowledge that 3D was hell, is hell, that earth was under this 3D realm and oppression, that, oh, you don't understand the one true collective. And if you say, if you call an earth soul a normie or a muggle, not in a disparaging way, understanding that there is a difference between a starseed and an earth soul, who's birthed on earth, a normal human soul, a normal man soul, because I have a human soul, even though I'm a starseed. If a Palladian or Syrian has a human soul. Okay, that's go back on my soul videos. I made a couple of them to understand what I'm referring to. That whole differentiating, calling us here on earth humans, and not understanding that a being from Sirius or a being from the Pleiades or even an Archon being, that they are of human soul also. That is what causes that false separation, not understanding all of us are human souls, in the way our souls are created. And a man earth soul is a human soul. Okay, it's like an Archon versus a Palladian versus an Earthling. It's like saying somebody is from Canada or somebody is from Russia or the US or South America. Okay, it's just that's it. It's basically, what's your culture? When you say Pallades or Syrian, but it goes deeper than that. It has to do also with what density do you vibrate on also. Okay. So yeah, watch his video. I have it on my community page. It's really touching, because I'm like, wow, good. The true awakening is actually finally happening. Can happen at a better time, because the world's gonna need them. And prayers out to Seattle, Washington. But I hate to say it, that when I was shown that, and I've said it when I first did the NRV, that a really big hard trigger is needed to wake up the collective. And it's not everything we can stop. Not only is that big trigger going to be needed to wake up the Earth Soul Collective, but also a lot of the 50% I was shown of the light worker New Age collective, because they're busy with their heads in the clouds. One group has their head buried in the sand, the other group has their head buried in the clouds. And it takes being in between both worlds to understand what the real picture is. to be able to come together to lift the earth up and to lift all of the earth's children out of the darkness into the higher density, into higher 4 or 5D. Okay, I hope I'm making some sense. Yeah. Okay, guys. Hope I'm making some sense. Like I say, is put positive thoughts, prayers out there. And if you're out over that area, Godspeed to you. I don't know. I mean, I was there for 9/11. I heard the sirens. We had to deal with missing family members. My ex-husband was working down there at the time. My BFF brother was working in building number 2. Another best friend of mine since kindergarten was working in building, 7? The one that Build Tower 1 fell on top of. My sister-in-law was trapped in the subway underneath one of the World Trade Centers. She worked in that building also. My younger sister didn't work too far from there, so it was harrowing. My office, which I was on the way to, was 5 blocks away. My showroom, because I was doing interior decorating design at that time. My showroom was only 5 blocks away from the World Trade Center. So I know all too well what that's all about. But this time, a lot of us are awakened to the truth. This time, a lot of us are empowered. And remember, the observer is the controller. The fact that we're able to see it coming changes it. Do you understand? Because of the predictive programming, we've caught on, so they can't keep doing this. So that's why you don't turn a blind eye to the truth. You don't just stick your heads in the cloud and pretend like everything's rainbows and lollipops. Again, it's like ignoring an abuser. I've seen plenty of that and honestly, it's getting to a point where I'm getting freaking annoyed with those type of light workers. Really annoyed with them. Just getting short, because I've seen it where their own child is being abused. A lot of stuff going, and they're just so, oh no, it can't be, because they're so busy, thinking a unicorn's going to fart and they're going to get their wings. I'm really losing my patience with them. And it's so funny. My patience not lost with the normal earth souls, with the human collective, but it is with them. Because I'm just like, because they're the ones going on my channel spouting all their nonsense. The human collective doesn't even know I exist. They're the ones who are like, oh yes, but now we're all one, and this is duality. If you see that, duality beyond that bridge in Seattle is duality for your ass, okay? Again, they're not observing, so therefore they can't change it, but we are light warriors. Those of us who are light workers / light warriors, we're the ones who could bring about this change. We're the ones who are bringing about this change. Okay? Like those dark entities wanted my energy so bad, and they're so hot after me, because they know one of us equals like 5,000 unawakened ones, because our energy is so bright and vibrating so high. Okay? So just remember what I said. This last quarter is a doozy, and we must maintain, no matter what it looks like around us, do our best to maintain the high vibrations. And congratulations to those who did my webinar yesterday for the Merkaba. Yes, I'll be sending out the recording, and if you weren't ready to attend it, you could always still get it. Doesn't matter. It's ready when you're ready. All of my webinars, Higher Realm Magic ones, the Ascension webinars, and also all my meditations, they're ready when you're ready, okay? I hope you guys doing okay. I know it was super intense. Again, remember I said, I'll be sending out this evening. Don't do it again. Get your bearings. Get yourself grounded. Get yourself together before you try it again if you feel the need to. Okay? Don't sit there doing it every day in a row. It's too intense. All right? Because you won't be able to handle those symptoms. Trust, especially after what I saw you guys went through last night. All right, so put it together. I got to pull myself together. So head on over to higherrealmholistics.com if you're interested in a session, webinars, meditations, or some merch, or my books. Okay, remember, where is it? Yes, we got this. We got this, guys, all right? We got the victory. Lady B out. This is the final stand. All right? Bye. Love you guys.